we're pretty cautious on Bitcoin, but it has improved significantly over the last like 2 weeks.
I think this could also just be foreshadowing. Like Bitcoin always moves before risk assets. I wonder if this is foreshadowing a possible just reversion and coming out of this. And I could see that happening because what we're seeing right now is really reminding me of when we came out of 2022 and we longed the Nasdaq. And we actually got a lot of hate for that when that happened because everybody was so bullish. Like there was no bullish catalyst. How could you be long the Nasdaq at the moment? And this environment kind of reminds me of that. Like we are at the precipice of completely cutting ties with China and a huge shift happening in the market. No one wants to risk their money, and yet we are seeing the growth index ticking up behind the scenes. So it really reminds me of 2022 and coming out of 2022 into 2023. And I wonder if that's possible. And maybe that's what Bitcoin is kind of telling us right now.
Possible. I think that the biggest underlying signal here is going to be getting back into an actual risk on regime, right? That's the line in the sand that has to be defended at all costs. Like if we don't get into risk on, I think the best the market's going to be able to show us, like in terms of outperformance, is going to be in defensive plays, like the utilities, healthcare, and possibly Bitcoin. But for us to get that, leveraged T triple Q long and strong bull market, I think we're going to need that risk on environment expansion or inflation, and growth strength has a lot of repairing to do here. I mean, this is just a good uptick, but a lot of work still needs to get done here to get us back into that bullish trend for growth impulses and push us into positive strength territory. And until we're above that zero line on strength for growth impulses, I think the base case has to be defensive,